settings or whatever. Why is the Wii U gamepad required in order to go to the system settings? It's only required when you're encountering the touchscreen. And the other thing, and then my other issue, which is probably mine, because I don't know how many people have this problem with the Wii U, but my Wii U, it doesn't like Wii U discs all that well. The Wii U discs have to be extremely clean because with the Wii U, because with the Wii U discs, like if there's one single thing, if there's like one repair whatever it can treat the disc, but when it comes to badly scratched Wii games, it works for the most part just fine.
Yeah, but I think Nintendo's pretty much learned their lesson from the Wii to Wii U transition. What I'm just hoping for when a new system comes out is that they'll have an expansive library like regular games, like the regular Switch, pardon me, and hopefully a lot of the games will be really good, and hopefully we won't have any that suck too bad. Hint, hint, cough, cough. Everybody want to Switch. Hint, hint, cough, cough.
And also cough, cough, better online. Cough, cough.
Yeah, I heard how bad everybody wants to Switch is.
Yeah, like, cause...
It's equal to my Switch right here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you remember this.
And also to mention that once you Switch should came with the system itself, if not that Breath of the Wild. But even then, once you Switch should have been a launch title. I know, it definitely was, but it still came with the system, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I definitely do think it would have made a good sense right there. Like what they did with the Wii right here. With that console, pretty much came bundled with Wii Sports.
And then later on, they released it separately for some reason.
And
you could see why the later original Wii models, didn't come with that game, but still.
yeah, and now you mention well, still on the subject of everybody wanting to Switch, and I'm not sure if you remember this, Daniel, although you probably do, because I think it was around the beginning of June last year when they first announced that game in a YouTube video, and when Hinkle and I saw that, we were like, yuck! And basically we both vowed to avoid that game at all costs.
Yeah, I can definitely see your point right there, Mark, because that's the game right now that's necessarily for everyone. While it does have a view that's Steam, while I have Steam out of it, just the game itself overall right here, it's just not that good.
Yeah, and I know the...
And it's just be better right here.
And
while I do not have one to Switch with me right now, and if I were to get that game, then honestly, I would is the Withdrawal game right here. I say goodbye to that. That is really fantastic game for our world.
I mean, I know the...
It's a quick draw thing and like Kirby's Adventure and stuff.
I know the original 1-2 Switch was a launch title back in 2017, but I do not have that game, and nor do I plan to even get it.
And even then, it's more of a tech demo than anything.
Yeah, kind of like with what Wii Sports is for the Wii and what Nintendo Land is for the Wii U. And
the difference is that Wii Sports is actually good.
Yeah, and Nintendo Land I actually did enjoy a little bit, so...
Yeah, I do know when I first got my Wii U back in Christmas 2012, that came bundled with Nintendo Land.
Well, my Wii came with Super Mario Bros. Introduced Super Luigi U. Which unfortunately I no longer have because the disc stopped working for reasons I already mentioned.
So I do want to get back to talking a little bit more about
to get released for the Wii U.
Yeah, to be fair, I do have like Zelda Breath of the Wild and my collection as well, so I have to be for.
The same applies to me as well.
I'm not too used to Zelda myself, but I do have an eager my collection, all because basically my little brother ended up getting his birthday last year. I think it was just a month after it came out in 2017. And plus, that made no sense of how it fell down right there, right at the end of the match.
Yeah, because you literally used your grappling hook. The game said, nope, you didn't.
Yeah, that was so wrong.
Like, I saw my own eyes. You use a grappling hook onto the ledge, and it said, nope, you know, he didn't go on the... He didn't go on there, we don't care, screw you.
And while I'm not too huge in Zelda, the only time in games I like to play that particular is Ocarina of Time for the N64.
Like, I have tried playing Breath of the Wild as well as Tears of the Kingdom, but like those games are just like, I don't know what it is, but they're just too hard for me, those ones.
Well, to be fair, they are open world games. If you try, like, if you play Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, it's a bit linear, but not completely linear.
Like,
For Ocarina of Time, along the way, I think you give you some advice on where you have to go next.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And usually Navi in that game tells you where to go in Ocarina of Time. And Wind Waker, the boat to the King of the Red Lions, that tells you where to go next as well if you're stuck.
And as far as if you were to play Ocarina of Time is that if you hear Navi, you actually press up right here on the right now and you can actually see some advice on what she has to say on where you're supposed to go.
okay.
Ocarina of Time isn't one of my favorite Zelda games, far from it, but it serves like a classic.
And
Ocarina of Time was one of the times when we come to this virtual console that my little brother wanted to get from a long time ago, and same with the Majora's Mask. I definitely do say from what I saw from Ocarina of Time when I first saw the game myself, I definitely do say it's a great action adventure from what I have seen of it. But for Majora's Mask, that is much tougher out there, all because you're basically tied on that. And we don't like the purpose of it for what they were going for.
I can kind of see why they designed it that way. Because, you know, the moon is trying to crash into the world, but surely they could have at least added in a separate mode. You know, a separate mode on there. You know, where you are timed, or you can have only time as long as you want. You know, apparently in the 3DS version they didn't even do that, but yeah, they could have at least done it like that, so that way the players don't have to deal with the time limit.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they had something in like that, but unfortunately they never did.
yeah, honestly, Daniel, I'll be honest, like, if I were to try to play through, like, any of the N64 Zeldas, I probably would go with Ocarina of Time over Majora's Mask, simply because of the fact that Majora's Mask has that stupid time limit thing, like you mentioned, which I think is BS, honestly.
They absolutely don't. So how I know. When?
If only when you guys were Joker and they get a blue victory music.
But yeah, I definitely do agree, Mark, that I usually look for all to be over the board for what I was talking about on those two games.
And speaking of Persona here, I really need to get back to Persona 3 4 more. I don't know when I should get back to it, but okay. I'm not sure when I'll get back to it, but I should get back to it eventually though. Like, I don't know, it's just, I was losing more interest in it the more I was playing it, but I'll just see as time goes on. And I think Luke's microphone is muted.
Oh, god dang it. I don't even know if I'm shot to win this now. We'll have to see.
And, oh, so, I'm not sure if you noticed this also, Daniel, but, one of, this was, Slim Kirby's, recent Let's Play he had been doing on his channel the last few weeks where he was doing Donkey Kong 94 for the, Game Boy. Like, I didn't see all of that Let's Play but from a little bit of that I did see, like, I kind of thought that was pretty cool. The one that he's doing now is, Disney's Aladdin.
Donkey Kong 94, I never heard of that game. It sounds more like a band game, honestly.
No, it's actually a thing.
Because the only Donkey Kong games I know that released on the Game Boy was Donkey Kong Land trilogy.
Yeah, well, no, Donkey Kong 94 is actually a thing. And I think this music that's playing in the background on my side, I think that's from Super Mario Land 1.
Yeah, and basically, I get quite a bit of nostalgia, from that song because I remember it playing in Brawl and Social Cemetery, especially in one of the levels from the Social Cemetery where you're playing the football trainer.
Yeah. And
Yeah, same here. And why you go on that particular song is that from Super Mario Land is actually the underground.
and I actually did do a full play of Super Mario Land a few days ago, and it only took me about maybe 40 minutes or so to beat it, so that's not too bad.
Well, hey, at least you beat it in a short amount of time compared to what I did. Because my first playthrough that took 50 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, from what I noticed when playing through that fully is obviously like it's very much like similar to the regular Super Mario Bros. On the NES. The only difference though being is that 4 worlds instead of 8, and each of the 4 worlds having 3 levels. So a very short game, but still a very good game though.
Yeah, and while it is a good game, again, I still think the second Mario Land is better because they improved the gameplay on it.
Speaking of Super Mario Land 2, I do know I have played that game a few times. Back when I was younger, my rides on the bus to elementary school.
Yeah, I think I also did a play.
I played Pokemon Yellow on his bus rides to school too, which is interesting.
I think I also did a playing of. I think I also did a playing of.
Myself. I actually did play some Pokemon Go on some of my rides elementary school on the start here. And fun thing is, when I played that few times, I had no idea where I was going. So I just basically did this thing where I just did tons of grinding over in the same area.
Oh boy.
Hey, we just won the emulator, the GBA, we just won the GBA emulator, which is how I'm doing it on Pokemon Emerald. They give a fast forward option. I didn't use it on too much, but I did use it on Shift It Right. I did use it on to try to get two Pokemon that I really wanted. Rose, which is a 4% chance to show up in the first area of the game or whatever, and then Absol, which is around the same percent chance too, at around 120, which I think they did get those two Pokemon right there.
What I have to show you though is that back when I took rides on the bus all the way to school a whole lot of times, listen to all of the countries that right here, basically where I'm from, a music station that I would listen to for country-wise, when I had rides to school on the bus was 147 government law. And back at the time when I graduated high school, I managed to get a book signed by people who did the WXY Morning Show.
Ah, very cool.
I remember back, I had a very good memory listening to WXY on my ride to school. There was a music station for me that I really enjoyed listening to. For me nowadays, I only listen to music stations. That's kind of thinking into the box. And there was actually a song that I had on my life list on Spotify for me that I've been to know about for a little bit of a while now. There's basically a country song right here that I've listened to a good amount of time. That is Springsteen. That is a pretty nice song from what I listened to.
Very nice.
And if I'm not mistaken, Springsteen, I believe, is sung by Aaron Church.
Ah.
And speaking of country music, I do know a great country singer that I've gotten to know about is Luke Bryan.
Oh, very nice.
Basically, Luke Bryan, he's one of the most well-known country singers I've gotten to learn about right here. I'm already off to such a bad start at this match. Oh boy, this is really not going well for me.
like playing as Biles anyways. Biles were my mains anyways. And I remember back then, Prom used to be one of my mains, but then Biles released as DLC, and then they started making Biles instead of Crom. But anyhow, I guess Crom is like a secondary or a pocket or whatever.
Yeah. And also, this is going to be the last match for this episode because my camera battery's running low and I just died already.
Well, since you brought that up, Mark, let's just at least hope that we can get through this match before your battery runs out.
I think we should be able to because, well, we've already, we see how, we know how very skilled Dominic is at this.
You kind of made it there. We better recover, but well, it doesn't matter either way.
And that's that. Although I did earn a lot of gold for that. Alright, so that's it for this episode, people. We will see you all again next time.